Since I haven't seen it before, I think I would have preferred him to be focusing on this mutiling build, just getting the upgrades, getting to Hive, and then doing a push with the Zerglings and the Mutalisks, and then transitioning into possibly Broodlords and or Ultralisks, whichever one of the end game tech he wants to be going, as this game has sort of progressed into the mid game. We do have 3 Zealots now moving down to spot this expansion. Probably more than anything else, just to confirm the fact that he is running off such a small amount of bases, because I mean, he should really have pushed out with the Mutalisks and taken this out and then expanded here, just to sort of get himself back in the game. Because if we have a look at the if we have a look at the income tab, still he's a very long way ahead, and he's definitely up in economy at the moment and has been all game. And Chain should really be trying to do something to get himself back in this game economically. And he does, and there are so many more units on the board. Let's take a look at the units tab. 4 Zealots, 21 Stalkers, and 7 Sentries against 47 Zerglings, 12 Hydralisks, and 8 Mutalisks. Not quite sure how these are doing in a fight. I think because of the upgrades which Imposter has been investing in comparison to Chain's none. None being researched at this stage. So I think just with the upgrades that he has, I think it would be reasonably easy for Imposter just to win any form of fight. We do have level 2 weapons now being researched. That will be extremely powerful for these Stalkers against these Mutalisks who are coming in for a harass. As you can see, especially when he saw the Nidus network going down, he did see, so he has set this Zealot to be patrolling. He's now going to be moving these in here to try and take out this pylon so that he... Heavens above. To try and stop any sort of attempt to take these rocks down out of the way. He's going to be looping around with these now, probably trying to do some more harassment on the mineral line. So the mechanics will probably ward them off, especially because they may not be able to completely hold the attack in their tracks, but it will buy Imposter enough time to get his Stalkers back over to his main. Could possibly look at taking out these rocks, as they now seem to be hindering him with this harassment. But with these speedlings that he would know that they are there, he certainly would be a bit nervous about that. We do have now Templar Archives down and Psystorm being researched, so he is chrono boosting that out. Good play here. As you can see here, he is high on gas, and High Templar are gas units, and especially because all of these units are light, and Psystorm needs lights. It loves lights, it wants lights, it needs lights. So I mean, it's a very, because it's got so many so much spare gas. Could possibly be looking to take another expansion now with this push. Of course, Chain knows it's coming, but it's just not enough Zerglings here. He does spawn 4 Zealots here, just to sort of, have him wary. So the Zerglings will come in and try to surround, but I don't think there's enough of them. There is a lot of Stalkers here. And whilst Zerglings aren't bad if they can get surrounds on Stalkers, I just don't think there's enough. Especially because these are now at level 2 upgrades. Yep, so these now have hit level 2, so it will make the Zealots will make very short work of them. And as you can see, they're just going down. They're dropping like flies, which is pretty much what they look like. Sort of flies or stuff on the ground. And then when they get that speed upgrade, they do get wings, so they do just look like flies. A few Mutalisks now, but I think this is going to be too many Stalkers. All the Mutalisks have been taken down now. Wouldn't mind seeing some Guardian Shield just to sort of savour it a little bit, but I don't think it's going to make much difference. As you can see now, he has walked in a bunch of Dark Templar, wrong flavour maybe? Anyway, wrong type of Templar, but yeah, ton of High Templar now on the board. He's going to wait for those to get here, just because if he has managed to quickly rebuild an army, which he kind of has, not really though. And this will pretty much be game at this point. The High Templar will just love this. Storm. He has movement blocking stuff, but I think he may have spotted the High Templar, so he is going to be moving out. But there's one Storm. Storm. I don't think this matters though. High Templar Archon pushing shield out of position, and he's now almost completely out of effective, and Chain does GG. And that's all she wrote for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I think Loki was a diamond level player. I did start making that assumption. If you were wondering what I was getting to earlier, and then changed my mind, I think he is a diamond level player. But I mean, he just was able to hold off the Zerg player's economy. He got so far ahead just by this one pylon, one photon cannon. I think the thing was that when he did have all these forces, that Chain just forgot that there's only one photon cannon here. He didn't even bother to check it out. I mean, he could have just sent in a scouting drone, scouting Zergling. He did have the high yield up and was spawning. Well, he was spawning Hydralisk, so, but it didn't have any drones on there at all. But yeah, it was just he was so far ahead. Imposter was so far ahead in economy all game. And that's it. I'm out of jokes and out of StarCraft, so I'm done here.